on WVTM 13 News.
Birmingham police are searching for a shooter. Good evening, I'm Tom Annino. Thanks so much for joining us. Police say a man was shot in the head today while on Steiner Avenue Southwest. Broken glass and bullet casings were covering the ground when police arrived. The victim was able to get himself to Princeton Hospital. He's expected to survive. No arrest has been made. New details on last night's police chase in Vestavia. We've now learned the two people taken into custody are a father and daughter. Police say they are not going to charge the daughter, who is a juvenile. Right now, investigators are pursuing warrants on the father, who remains in a Vestavia jail tonight. New at 5, additional arrests expected in a prescription drug forgery ring spanning multiple counties. WVTM 13 News reporter Chip Scarborough has the details of the slip-up that landed 3 people in jail. It's been a week since 2 people broke into a Center Point pawn shop to steal guns. Someone also broke into 144 Pawn in Alexandria last Tuesday, getting away with almost 40 guns. Authorities are offering a $5,000 reward in that case as well. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll look into the rise in gun thefts and the security requirements for gun shops. New at 5, Anniston police are getting 61 recommendations on how to improve the department. WVTM 13 News reporter Kiara Powell tells us who issued the report and why some say it's not surprising. Dora police continue to search for a fugitive. Escape warrants are expected tomorrow for Carrie Stillwell. Police say he walked away from the jail in an orange and white jumpsuit. He's not considered dangerous, but if you see him, call police right away. Happening tomorrow, Acton Road between Interstate 459 and Camp Horner Road will be closed. Crews will be replacing a culvert. That work is expected to last until Thursday, so if you're traveling in that area, you're asked to use Altadena and Cahaba River Road as a detour. New at 5, the Century Plaza Mall in East Birmingham is getting new life. The 2-story mall on Crestwood Boulevard has been closed since 2009. New Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church sought to buy the building last year, and the deal is expected to be pulled off because they're in their final stages. They plan to renovate the mall space for a new church. Happening now, equipment and supplies are on their way to the International Space Station.
Ignition and liftoff of the Falcon 9 to the space station on the first commercial launch from Kennedy Space Center's historic Pad 39A.
The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket lifted off successfully into cloudy skies over central Florida this morning. The Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39A hasn't been used since 2011. It was built for the Apollo spacecraft that sent astronauts to the moon. Residents in New Jersey were shocked when an airplane crashed onto a street. It happened in Bayonne, a suburban city near New York. The single-engine airplane hit a car when it came down. It then broke into pieces, with sections of the wing hitting the ground inches away from pumps at a gas station. The pilot survived the crash and was taken to the hospital. President Donald Trump is at his estate in Florida today, interviewing new candidates for National Security Advisor. As NBC's Jennifer Johnson reports, the president is also working on a new executive order to reinstate his travel ban. Alabama wildlife officials say the federal government is still overestimating the amount of red snapper caught in the Gulf of Mexico. A new report from the state says a mandatory reporting program estimates anglers caught about 1.5 million pounds of snapper last year. A federal survey program estimated more than 2.7 million pounds of red snapper were landed in Alabama. The difference is important because the federal government disagrees sharply over fishing limits. States are pushing for looser limits that would let fishing boats catch more snapper. Check this out. UAB Baseball's Matthew Calvert dropping to his knee and presenting a diamond ring before today's game at Regions Field. The Blazers tweeted the video of the special moment. They said it was a perfect day for baseball and a perfect day for a proposal. And as you can see, the best news of all, she said yes. The murder investigation continues into the death of the North Korean ruler's outcast half-brother. Tonight, one country says they are closely monitoring the killing, plus driving ISIS out of Iraq. The latest from the front lines. You're watching WVTM 13 News at 5.